What I say that we do is that we start this thing off. Oh my gosh, we're going live. We're now live on Facebook and on the YouTube at once. It's Saturday morning. Don's here. How you doing? We got John Tomberlin. John Tomberlin has joined up already. It's always crazy to me. I start the broadcast, right? We get it all set up, and people are already in chat before we've even gone live. Welcome to Saturday. Welcome to Cornerstone Anticipation Weekend. We are toasting this weekend to the season of the WICK. What better way to do it than with a WICK LE right here? Everybody that's come by has loved this game. Game's beautiful. Y'all on Facebook, we're on the YouTube right now. We got the full camera set up. And we're going to play some WICK as we do the Saturday extravaganza this morning. Brian Kaz has made it in, which means that we can now officially start. So Kaz, we are on the YouTube as well with a multicam setup to play some WICK. We'll get a game going. So it'll probably be a little boring actually on Facebook. I should put a mirror up on the Facebook Live so you can at least get some of the aspects of the play field. But let's go ahead and play one of these games and move my chat window real quick. John Tomberlin's here. That's awesome. All right.
What are we going to do about John Wick?
New 8.8 code we're playing right now. And so I thought, why not celebrate the end of the season of the WICK? Did you hear that? Did you hear the call-outs? I'm going to turn it down a little bit so it doesn't drown out everything else. But let's play a WICK. Which I'm growing to appreciate this game more. We're a couple months into its release, right? And so codes finally started to show inklings of, what they anticipate going on with this game. Did you hear that? Ball one locked, and the ball's actually physically locked. What's up, Chris? People are showing up. We're on YouTube as well right now, where I'm playing a little bit of John Wick, just to get warmed up, get into it. Here, on the final weekend of the season of the WICK, is X-Men. The veil's been lifted. Fall is in the air. It's a time of change of the seasons. I'm gonna grab that capture ball real quick and drain. So I don't know much about the new X-Men that everybody else does. Enzo, how you doing, buddy? We're on YouTube as well right now, just in case you want to pop on over there. Yeah, dude. John, we're playing some WICK, man. Lock is lit, lock is locked. So people complain about that center ramp. I seem to find mine just fine. It's actually the right ramp on this game that's the hard one to hit when I want to, But X-Men's gonna be so awesome. You already know, right? How can it not be, dude? It's Jack Danger on it, right? Tim Butler, how you doing? So I have already ordered a premium. So put that out there. But Don, you buy everything. X-Men versus Alice versus Avatar. Absolutely in that order. Sales-wise, X-Men's taking it. It's Jack Danger. Best license of, by far, between Avatar, Alice, and X-Men. Yeah, so Zombie getting on the art. We kind of already know what we're going to expect. Something that plays like Avengers Infinity Quest, but maybe shoots a little bit more like Foo Fighters. And has some interesting mechanisms, at least one. At least two. I don't know what's going on with that Newton ball. I don't know if it's... What if it's a Newton ball attached to a magnet, and that ball can come down on a lever arm, magnetically grab balls off the wire form, and fling them or whatever. Who knows? Who knows? But I think it's at least going to be weird. Let's plunge this WICK real quick. I still think the best scoring opportunities for this game are going into a mode with a multi-ball, or just drain, like I just did, or just drain when you're trying to be slick. So JT, you didn't get yourself a WICK, right? No, I mean, waiting for X-Men's probably the right move. Especially because, the X-Men LE, fuck, dude, I just lost. The X-Men LE limited to only 811. That's the way to go. So here was my thought. What a terrible game, man. I locked two balls right away and then just... That's okay, we'll get back into it. So I had this idea, right? What if the Sentinel can spin as a Vuck on it? Bro. And he like, I am Groot's the balls right out of his mouth. So I had this idea because I do make over games, and I've noticed that when the ones that I make over tend to sell pretty quickly. My Iron Maiden went quick, my Fu went super quick, my Jaws went before I even bought it. And so I thought, what if I just pick up a Stern Premium on release, take 3-4 months, make the whole thing over, make it pretty, live stream it, create some mods, load it with everything I can think of making, and then offer it up for around MSRP, like 4 months later. For anybody that would want to kind of wait and then get a premium that's already decked out, would that be a cool thing? Could I pre-sale these games? And it turns out that with Jaws, it happened. And so I just floated this online with my buddy over at, not Wormhole Pinball. Oh, what's up, Jamie? How you doing? But Deathstream. And he was like, hey, I'll go in on that. So I already have a buyer for my X-Men. So I'm going to get this X-Men. I'm going to powder coat the entire thing, load it with modifications, probably come up with a pretty sweet topper. I got an idea. And then for MSRP, the same price of a new in box, plain vanilla, straight out the factory, you're getting one fully dressed, better than an LE. And in exchange for that, I get to mod it, which I like doing. I get to play it for 4 months, live stream it, and then get it out there. It seems like a good idea. It's something I would go for. So far I have one X-Men premium on order. Maybe I could do 2 if somebody else wants that. Powder coats. Dude, the powder coat feel, man. Especially on that Stranger Things over there. Brother.
I'm just asking you to try.
So that's what I'm thinking. And I figure, 4 months of having the game has value in it. And if I happen to sell some mods, that has value too. So I think everybody's like winning in that scenario.
You wanted me back. I'm back.
I'm back. Dude, the call-outs, man. I'm so glad. Coffee and Pinball. All right. P-Dubs Arcade Loft is on the YouTube. We're live streaming on YouTube right now. I'm playing some WICK. Because it's the final weekend of the season of the WICK. What are we going to call this? Sentinel season? I don't want to wait the rest of the weekend to find out what's in this game. So people are already ordering LEs too. Which is wild.
Lock is lit.
Oh! Let's get the lock. Every time the lady says lock is lit, it reminds me of Rick and Morty.
Warning has been issued.
And I could just hear Rick saying, so am I! There we go. Let's lock that ball. Oh, it's so satisfying to lock balls in this game. It's frustrating on the Pro. Last time to finish up a Premium Pro. Purple powder coat? I'm thinking maybe like a deep blue, like a kind of a blueberry, maybe. Because X-Men has like that deep, kind of almost purplish blue, and red is like its colors with some yellow. And we are not doing a yellow powder coat, man. Come on, that's craziness. But I think like a really nice deep blue, almost a purple. It looks good in pinball, right? That deep, deep purple looked good on Venom. The purple looks good on Stranger Things. We're playing better this time. Lock is lit, and so am I. There we go. I can put balls up that center ramp pretty easily, guys. People complain about it. I wonder if all the LEs will be built at launch. Seems like Stern's trying to control. I think that's the best, man. The LE buyers are the ones that are spending the most. Get them their damn games, right? With the exception of maybe run 50 pros to put out on those like big locations, but then go right into the LEs. And then location pros, premiums, and then everybody else's pros. Yeah, from what I was hearing, okay, X-Men's been in production. I know that, was there a Factory Friday? If there was, it was old information. Because I think over the last week or so, they ran some home edition Jurassic Parks, and they've been running X-Men's. Oh, I gotta go email Stern. I'm gonna be in Chicago in the next couple days of the week. I wonder if after the launch I can swing by and play it. Hard not to buy an LE if it means I can have it Friday. I mean, right? Where are we at now? Okay. Still on ball 1. I got 2 balls locked. What I like to do is activate the 3rd lock and then start a mode. Oh, that would have been sweet if I would have done that on command. We're on YouTube if anybody's wondering, where I'm playing some WICK. There we go. And so now, right off of the WICK launch, we go up, we lock the 3rd ball, and now we're in multi-ball in a mode, scoring position, ball 1. This game has potential.
Gentlemen, this institution is now deconsecrated. Business may now be conducted on continental ground.
Alright, let's drop into the red circle. Guys, Premium LE layout is like the only one that feels complete on WICK. Although the WICK Pro isn't as empty feeling as the Venom Pro was. Jeez, man. I like that Stern's doing this whole like leveling up progression thing now too, which that's not even been implemented yet in WICK. You get these WICK points, these WICK shark teeth. I don't know what to do with them. I need to hit a shot here, man. There we go. Bah. Enzo was telling me that this game plays like a first-person shooter. And I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Oh, there's that physical knocker. A hallmark of a Don Coast Customs build. Oh. Double drain, but we're still in the mode. We're still in the mode. What am I supposed to do in this mode anyway? Assassination. Alright, it's good to let these modes time out because there's a big bonus at the end. Actually, I don't know if it's a bonus or just tells you what your score is. But for me, just surviving to the end of a mode is something, man. Oh, I wonder what today's car multi-ball is. Find out right now. Car's bashed. How does that work on the Pro? Let's let this mode time out. Time stopped because I'm trapped up. Oh, that's kind of cool. There we go. Oh, hey, we went right into Taxi Chase. I would have preferred to get into a mode, but... let's play some Taxi Chase. I got a little bit of American Pinball news, too. About a new product that's not a game. They're doing Aura backbox lighting. I guess to update older kits that just have LED, or just have incandescence. And so they sent me one. I'm gonna go try it out. I'm actually gonna put it in my homebrew, because I need lights for that anyway. Alright, this is Taxi Chase Multi-Ball. I don't know what the rules are here. And I think that's part of where the code still needs to be fleshed out. Because there's no call-outs on what I'm supposed to be doing here other than hit the lights. Everything was purple. Now I got a gold lit on the red circle club. Don't... oh, you bastard. And what's up with the ball saves too, man? I swear I got them lit, and then like nothing happens. Where was I supposed to go there? Where was that final shot at? See, I put the ball save as it drained, and it didn't give me a ball save. Alright. What's up, Dave Slaymaker? I'm playing John Wick, the greatest Stern pinball machine currently released. Until X-Men comes out. Ew, John Wick, get out of here, man. It's Season of the Wick. I'm 45 million points, ball 1. And I'm still on ball 1 because I got the extra ball. And I will also congratulate myself because I haven't even moved the outlane post. Oh, as it tries to go out the outline. Let's go for the third multi-ball now. You hit all 3 stand-up targets twice, and then go to the red circle club. Oh, plus or minus a mode is ready too. Ah, and we drain. WICK's fun, man. Moving out lane posts is degenerate. How about adding Bond cheater ramps? How do you guys feel about that? What's up, Chad? We're on YouTube as well. I'm playing some WICK here because it is the final weekend of the season of the WICK before we get into X-Men Fall. X-Men Fall Stravaganza. Oh. 2 left orbits in and a Kira ramp. That felt good. Alright. Red Circle Club is ready. So what we should do is get back into a mode and then do the Red Circle Club multi-ball, which is what we'll do here. Alright, so from here, try to get the Circle Club. Or drain. Hear me out, or drain. This fall, dude, the big one. Expo. Media Mixer number 2. It's season 2 of the Media Mixer. Talk about season of the WICK. Season of the Media Mixer. Frank, my buddy, we need to get to work on some collaborative design for X-Men. Or we could just copy the LE like we've been doing. But I'm getting my custom armor. I like this WICK LE, right? But like, the part that sucks is I didn't get custom armor or like a custom powder coat. And I mean, the coat it came with is fine, kind of fits the game, but it would have been cool to have something fancy. What the shit was that? The drop target popped back up. I'd already knocked it down. Alright, we're finishing up this WICK game. I gotta be above 50 million. We had a great ball 1. 48, come on, man. My best score is like 125. Jason Roofer's here, hello, okay. So, yesterday morning it dropped. We did the teaser watch through reaction video. That's up on the YouTube. Got a bunch of views, awesome. I think I'm setting up to do a lot more YouTube generative content. I'm building out a studio right now. Got some cool ideas, some cool concepts. I think people are gonna dig it. I want a damn Google Play button, but I need to get like to Carrie Hardy level of subs. And to do that, we're gonna have to put in the hard work to generate some content and try to bring in some normies or at least some bots, man. Diet Coke for breakfast. It's my evening right now. I just got off the night shift. Not that I don't Diet Coke it up anyway. We're gonna have fun with the fam. Fall is in the air already in Wisconsin. Leaves are going to turn soon. Florida next weekend. Yes, dude. Halloween Horror Nights coming up. Danny Tepovich. Danny, I did a little preliminary work on some Toy Story mods for you. So I'm pretty much done with the coin door insert. I'm trying to come up with some ideas for the flipper toppers to add some extra character to them. We'll see what I can come up with here. Start doing pinball tier lists. That's what I want to do on YouTube. Oh, God. Those are dumb. This is S tier. Let's put it here. This game's garbage. F tier. We'll put this in fart tier. Bone Busters. Fart tier. Barbecue. Someone had a good idea. There's John Tomerley. He's probably watching. Hey, DJ Rouge on YouTube. How you doing, man? We're on Facebook Live as well. But I figured, you know, it being the last weekend of John Wick, why not live stream some games? Had a great ball 1. I'm happy with that. Oh, seasonal quests. Frankenstern. Oh, I think I have to go play Monsters today to get that last badge. Because, like, it was the last 2 days of the month, right? Bone Busters is not A tier. What a terrible game that is. Bone Buster. Okay, I got some games that are, like, legendarily bad. Like I hate them. And I don't really hate pinball machines, but, like, ones that I don't even want to ever go play again. Bone Busters, right? Strange Science. Like, I just don't like Strange Science. Don't make me play that game. I don't like it. It's got an auger, Archimedes screw. My GC is 144 on WICK, not bad. But dude, where's Bond? Get out of here. Bond I love to hate, but Bond plays exceptionally better than Strange Science and Bone Busters, two games that I don't even want to play them virtually anymore. Get out of here with that stupidness. I'll play Millionaire. Millionaire is like a C tier, and Bone Busters and everything would be like below fart tier. Strange Science is stupid. I hate what it does. I don't like it. Bond's fun, but I like that I don't really like Bond because I don't feel a lot of pressure like I got to add Bond to the lineup. I'd rather have Bond 60th, to be honest. All right, so here it is. Here's where you break down if a game is good or a game is bad. I do this with pizza, okay? Papa John's, right? We all know Papa John's. They make the most mediocre pizza that there is. But a Papa John's pizza, it's not bad. It's not good either, right? Like if you were to walk into a banquet hall and they're doing a pizza thing and it's like the pizza's from Papa John's, you'd be like, all right. So if pizza is good, it's better than Papa John's. Anything better than Papa John's is good pizza. If it's worse than Papa John's, it's bad pizza and not worth your time. All right, so Multimorphics P3. I put that right at like Papa John level. It's very much just kind of like medium. It's got some cool stuff to it. It's got a lot of drawbacks too. They cancel each other out in an atomic collision of matter antimatter, just cancels each other out. Like two waves that come and they're opposite. And as soon as they meet, everything just goes to zero, right? When you turn on your speakers and there's like a din hum there with no music coming out, that's multimorphic to me, right? If I see one, okay, yeah, let's play it. But I'm not terribly excited. I'm not terribly disappointed because there's parts of it that I really like. There's parts of it I really don't like, and they cancel each other out. So if it's better than a multimorphic, it's a good game. And if it's worse than multimorphic, it's a bad game, right? Can we just say that? Mitch, how you doing, buddy? All right, so Bone Busters and what's the other one I said? Strange Science, both worse than multimorphic. That makes them bad games, right? Bond, better than a multimorphic. It's a good game that I don't like enough to spend the time and energy to get one. There was an LE for under 10K recently, man. I mean, if you were into Bond, like that would be the one to go run out and get if you don't have one already and you want to get a Bond and you really love the game. An LE for $99.99. Yeah. So I try to make it easy, you know. I'm not doing like, well, this game's an S and this one's an A and this one's a B, this one's a C. I try to keep it simple. If it's better than a multimorphic game, it's good. If it's worse, it's bad. Multimorphic's just kind of hanging out in the middle. Barrio's Barbecue Challenge is probably right above a multimorphic. If I had both of them set up, I'd go play some Bash Locks first, I think. Daniel, bienvenido. How you doing, man? Welcome to the Facebook. Is anyone even on the YouTube? I wanted to fire up the rig and live stream some John Wick, so I did that. I haven't even messed with these Venom quests. It's here, man. Let's get some custom armor going. I think I would go play the Barbecue Bash Locks before I'd walk over and play Weird Al. Okay, if Final Resistance was set up on the Multimorphic, like, see, Multimorphic's a platform. It's hard to say, like, all of their games. They're not all the same. Cannon Lagoon. Weird Al? All right. Okay. So if Weird Al and Barbecue were set up right next to each other and I was walking in and I had $2 and I was going to play one on each one, I'd play Barbecue before I'd play Weird Al, but I'd play Final Resistance before I played Barbecue. I'd play Princess Bride before I'd play Barbecue. So I guess it's a little fuzzy. But, like, as far as, like, what are you going to buy? Multimorphic would be a purchase that, like, yeah, I won't say, like, I wouldn't get one, but I'm not, like, actively searching for one, so that's why it's right there in the middle. Who's going to Tyrion this weekend? Mitch, dude. I want to see the re-themes come out, man. When are we going to see these private label barbecues? That will really be a testament to how much theme can elevate. Oh, God, what if Masters of the Universe is on the barbecue layout? The Skeletor Bash Locks. There's like Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull, but they're Bash Lock saucers. And then you get the Eternia multi-ball if you can lock the 2 balls first. Oh, God. Please don't do that. I hope that's not the case. Oh, man. Don't speak such horse. I think it exists on one of these timelines, and I just hope that we're not living in this one. All right. So me and Mitch was hanging out, right? We was hanging out in Iowa. TJ Rouge, like the Enzo podcast on the YouTube. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. So me and Mitch, bro, we was hanging out, and we start dropping subtly little backdraft clips, you know? The smoke alarm had gone off, and I'm like, check that door for heat, Tim, which is like a line from backdraft. I mean, like, check the doorknob. If it's hot, just fire on the other side. And then, like, we go right into, like, if you go, we go, like the big end of the thing with Kurt Russell and stuff. Anyway, it's a firefighter movie that probably nobody even remembers. I remember it because I had an attraction at Universal Studios that was amazing. And it had this cool little pre-show with Ron Howard. Hilarious, dude. I love it. So we both are of the opinion that backdraft would work as a pin for sure. Like fighting the fire, because it's almost like a monster movie. It's a firefighter movie with drama, but the fire is like a monster. It's kind of like always lurking in the background there, kind of like Jaws is. So, dude, so backdraft, man versus fire. And if you put it like some subtle call-outs to like that fire game too, throw a bell on top and the topper, ding, 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 ding. Lights go off, like we're fully engulfed. Let's go, man. Grab the equipment. You go around, you grab your respirator, you grab your tanks, you grab your whatever firefighter duds, you get your boots, and then you get into that building. And you could have like buildings in the background that like engulf in flames and like fire effects, and you gotta like put them out and save the kids and like grab the cat in the tree and like backdraft, dude. Let's do it. Ron Howard film, Kurt Russell's in it. I don't think you'd have any problem getting the rights to the whatevers. Got a Ron Howard topper, just like his dome. Yeah, dude. And like, fire is a game, as far as like the gameplay, like I don't love it because those ramps just go to stand-up targets. I wish they did something, but I love the aesthetic of it. Propane tank. All right, man. Let's get backdraft going. Somebody, who would make it? Who would make it? Jersey Jack would make a beautiful looking backdraft that nobody can afford. Stern could do a backdraft. American Pinball. Retro Ralph is here, dude. I was watching your cast last night. Very good. Welcome to the season of the X-Men Mutant Apocalypse home pin. At least it would be open source, so we could add whatever we want to it. How about this for a hot take? What if the Blues Brothers is just a ruse? What if Homepin built stars, right? And then they make it open source, wink, wink, so you can go buy this stars and then make it over into whatever you want. And like, he paid just enough to get the word Blues Brothers so he can say like, okay, it's a game. But like, you could buy Blues Brothers and quickly make it over into whatever theme you want, right? The whole thing's running off an Arduino or something. Maybe is Homepin that clever? To answer my buddy Ralph, absolutely I'm getting an X-Men. Premium, we're doing a premium. Although I think LE would be a good way to go. I've got this idea of buying Stern premiums, making them over, and then selling them 4 months later after I've had time to play it. Kind of recoup that money back, and then go in on like the next game. We'll see if we'll keep this thing going. It's kind of what I've been doing already, but if I can do it with the intention of finding a buyer ahead of time, which with X-Men, I found a buyer for a completely made over Don Coast Customs version. I got some exciting things I want to do to it. I don't even know the whole game yet, but I got some cool things that I think will work. And dude is like, yep, MSRP, I'll buy a Don Coast Customs in 4 months. My next game purchase that I was planning on getting is whatever Spooky's got next. And so this will time out perfectly because February is when I think Spooky's next game will be shipping, right? Or at least when they'll be in production. It's kind of what happened this year. They announced in December, and then it was like January, February when the first machines were starting to get into their early adopter hands. So I think if I time it right, I should be able to enjoy me some X-Men, get the makeover finished, And then February, when like it's time to pay that final payment, get the game from Spooky, I'll have X-Men sold, and then life goes on. Life goes on. And then we'll see what the next Stern project is, because that'll be January. All right. Right? Good idea? Bad idea? What do you guys think? I think it's a way that any way I can find to keep the pinball bus going, and like, just keep the funds rolling, keep the good times going. I think that'll work. Avatar looks like it's going to be awesome. Imagine this though, if you wanted to go out and get an Elton John between now and December, it's not difficult. So we have time with Avatar. Avatar will come out, people will get it, and then it'll be available. And dude, if you want a Godfather, it's the best time to go and get one, man. Grab a CE for 10K. Grab an LE for 8. Or name your price, man. So Avatar, much better theme. What I've seen of the game, I really dig it. So, you know how fun it's been since October to like go out of location and they have an Elton John and just go up and play Elton John for a while? It's been super fun. So I think Avatar will be my location game that I'm like, hey, it's time to go, I want to go play some Avatar. I'll actually get out of the house, go down, and put $5 or $10 in it and play some damn Avatar. Ryan Davies, mi hombre, mi homie. He's found me on the Facebook. We're simulcasting on the YouTube as well. So yesterday, just to catch up my coaster buddy Ryan, Stern released the teaser for X-Men. It is coming out next. X-Men. And then Jersey Jack has been leaking Avatar. So that's cool, right? Because already there's theme park areas based on Avatar. They gotta have an Avatar at Animal Kingdom. Have to. So I'm stoked. Avatar's gonna look cool. It's gonna shoot great. If you're buying like one game this year, Avatar wouldn't be a bad way to go, just because it's gonna be more spectacular than even a Stern LE is, because it's gonna have the rad cows and everything. It's got that really cool, probably not a powder coat, maybe a vinyl wrap on the armor, but looks like the Blue Donkey people. Bioluminescence, like it's gonna be something spectacular. I think Alice has that potential, but we still don't know, like, if you order an Alice, is it gonna be 2 years until you get it? That's why my hype is checked on this Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. What I've seen so far, I dig it. I owned a Labyrinth. This game reminds me of kind of how Labyrinth is. It'll have a cool topper. It'll be one model. It's the first game from like an indie label. And Labyrinth went well. I had it. I had a lot of fun with it in the topper. We got the game sold. I pretty much recouped what I had put into it. So I call that a win. So yeah. My only problem, though, with Alice's Adventures in Wonderland from Dutch Pinball X is I just don't know when you'd get it. If I tie up a deposit, is it going to be 2 years later? And then by the time 2 years has gone by, it's like, okay, now you're buying a 2-year-old game, a game that was released 2 years ago. But that being said, if you get one, it's probably going to be kind of cool. Ren says it won't take a long time in production for Alice, but we need to see it happen rather than taking people's word for it. David Slaymaker, distilling that knowledge and coating our brains in it. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, that just gave my brain a wrinkle, man. It's not, dude, Jack Danger, X-Men, Stern, Premium, not a risk. I'm going to have the game in 2 months. Probably when I go down to Expo, I can swing by the warehouse and pick it up and take it home with me. Perfect. Make it over. Already have a buyer. That's the definition of zero risk in pinball. That's a safe bet. Spooky's track record. I've had their last 4 games. I've had their last 5 games. I had a Rick and Morty. I had a Halloween. And I still have my Scooby-Doo, TCM, and Looney Tunes. And even though Looney Tunes, TCM have come out, they both have the same layout about both of them, I'm still not looking to sell either one of those. And I'm still not looking to sell Scooby-Doo either. My kid loves it. I jump on it every now and then, have a good game. I love the aesthetic of it. Butter cabinet, I mean, it looks great over there. It looks great over there. So I think Spooky Pinball, safe bet. Stern Pinball, safe bet. Jersey Jack, safe bet the game is going to be good. It's going to shoot well now that they got the flippers working, the I/O boards. Bioluminescence and Avatar, with a company that just does lighting, probably the best of anybody. Avatar is a safe bet, game-wise, if you want to buy this game and have it for 5 years. Sure. Money-wise, it's a big ask. And I say that because their collector's edition is going to be the one to own. And it's $15,000 to get that in the box. And the theme is good, so I don't know that people will turn and dump them real quick. So, Avatar, safe bet if you want to have it for 5-10 years, you love the theme. Otherwise, financially, it's a little bit like, how far is it going to drop? How far is it going to drop? It's a big ask for that money. It's a big ask. So, Stern safe bet, Spooky safe bet. Jersey Jack, safe bet it'll be a good game. Alice in Wonderland, you don't know when you're going to get it. You know, Jersey Jack gets games out a heck of a lot faster than Dutch does. But they're not like churning them like Stern from what I've seen. But people still, they finished up all their Elton production in less than a year. So, reasonable. Reasonable. All right. Who else we got? American Pinball. Is it going to be a November release for Cuphead? All right, so when X-Men is tearing up the charts, Spooky's teasing what their next thing is going to come out. Avatar is going to look awesome. How's Cuphead going to slot in? I just don't know. When is the Black Knight Sword of Rage for sale? It looks awesome. It's got custom armor. It's got the topper. I mean, make an offer. I need the room. I got X-Men coming. Well, the X-Men LE sell out. Still 811. It's still a lot of games. Still a weird market. I see it selling better than John Wick. Sell out? Here's what we won't know yet. We won't know yet. I know there's a lot more enthusiasm over this, and I've already heard from some distributors that they've already getting people that are committing to order this game, LE. I think after the reveal, that's I think where we're gonna find out. It's not gonna be like a day one sellout. Coffee shops everywhere will be buying Cupheads. Sure. Cuphead. Yeah, I don't know. I have fun playing Barbecue Challenge, but I think that is one of my location games. Like Avatar's probably going to be a location game. Alice, where are you going to find that? I think if Alice could be made within a year, and it's fun to play, and there only being 500 like total across all versions, like there's only one version. Probably be safe, but I don't know. You know, I don't want to wait 2 years for a game. I don't know when I'm going to get it. I know X-Men's going to be put together at the end of next month, and then I'll be able to get it in October.
Have a drink and relax.
Have a drink and relax. Man, John Wick's a pretty game. It's getting better. This is fun. I like holding on to the John Wick so I can mature with the code. I'm kind of sad that I'm missing out on some of the really bomb Jaws code right now. I'm a little sad that I'll be missing out on some of the X-Men code. But the alternative is to not even have the game. You see the Sexy Queen video yet? What's Sexy Queen video? Did someone put together a new Queen video from the Pinball Brothers? I would venture to say they're building Alice's right now. You'll have a game within 6 months. Hey, that would be awesome. That would be amazing. You can't buy them all. Can't buy them all. So I have to look at, you know, I'm enthusiastic towards Alice. I mean, if Alice was $500, we'd have one. But I've got to kind of be picky and choosy. And I think a mixture of track record, price, known quality, known entity, known when I'm going to get it. That's what's putting me in on X-Men and not on Alice. If that makes sense. No, the Queen and Alice. Oh, no. Is there a new video? Kevin Brown, how you doing? Is there a new Alice video that I haven't seen? I haven't seen no sexy queen, and I do like me some sexy queens. Golden JJ, what's up, guy? Welcome to the live stream on the Facebooks. We're simulcasting also on YouTube, although I kind of quit playing WICK. I'll play another game real quick. This is gonna be like the boringest live stream on YouTube because I've only played like 3 games. I wish there was a way to live stream gameplay on Facebook too. The only way I could think to do that is with a mirror. Boom, Wiki. Learning my shots. Trying to learn the code. So this code update on WICK really made it impossible for me to fight an adversary. Because you have to get 34 enemies now, and I always lose all 3 balls before I get close to that. That absolutely can be fixed with code. I just got 3 enemies on that orbit. I wish you could save up enemies like currency and then cash them in. Oh, hey, there's new music playing. That's cool. Wait, how am I in a multi-ball? What multi-ball is this? Alright, should I go to Costco today and go play that home edition of Jurassic Park? Whoa. See, I'm in the scoring. You stack a multi-ball in a mode, and you get the replay. I have mine set low, though, like 20 million. Mainly because I like hearing that knocker go off. I didn't mean to offend earlier anybody that really loves Bone Busters. Or Strange Science, for that matter. Well, I just had a thought. Oh, I went up a level. Hey, chat, what would you say about, and I hope there's enthusiasm for this, Spooky Pinball doing a Breaking Bad machine? I think my 2 asks from them, I know everybody wants Evil Dead. I want The Office, and I want Breaking Bad. And, I mean, Futurama.
3, 2,
Extra ball.
1. Extra ball.
How come it just said Catacombs and 34 enemies? Am I starting with battling 34 now? I thought I was doing that already. This game. Look at that mode. The last game I played, I got like 45 million. Just that mode score was 45. Turn down the volume of your flippers. I got the glass on. Sterling, you butthole. Alright, Dave, text me if you see the home one there. The last 2 updates have made the game even worse. They've made aspects of the game worse. But there's more call-outs and music, which I like. You know what your mama used to tell you? Believe in Tim Sexton. People only throw drinks on Tim Sexton because they're jealous of his glamour. Oh, I'm having fun playing WICK, you guys. So normally right now I would look at selling my John Wick in order to get a X-Men, but no way, man. This game's cool, dude. I dig it. I wonder if we can get to an adversary. We need 30 more enemies. The problem is, of the 4 enemies on the screen, or on the playfield, they're just singles. So even if I make a shot, it's only 1 enemy. As you play, more show up. Actually got the ball save to work. Oh, okay, right orbit has 3 enemies on it. Let's see if we can get that. I can't backhand it though. Maybe on some games you can. At least the way mine's leveled, I can't backhand the right orbit. Do you have a minute? Kamala Harris here with a quick but important request. Kamala, I'll have to get back to you in a minute. I'm doing a live stream right now, lady. Wason on X-Men won't end well. Who's that? Fill me in. Oh, I do like the fact that the modes change each day as far as like which one comes up first. For instance, I think. Wait, did we just get the multi-ball? No. Bashing that car though. Let's lock 2 balls. Are we in a mode? We're not in a mode. What ball am I on? I'm waiting for the screen to give me information. Game. Ball 2, okay. 60 million ball 2, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm draining. Fuck. Every time I do well in pinball, I let myself down. Stern's worst coder? Oh no. How'd you find out who's on code? It'd be cool if they would drip feed us some more info over the weekend, you know, as far as like who's on code, who's on sound. You know, just little bits. Little bits. Alright, Dance Club is ready. That car multi-ball is ready. And the Deconsecrated or whatever multi-ball are also ready. Should we just go play multi-balls? Let's see Red Circle Club 1. This one's fun. I love when this drop target pops down and knocks that ball backwards. So, is X-Men gonna have expression lights? I don't know why I keep going for that shot. I know I'm gonna know it's risky. I can't help it. This nightclub music's pretty cool. Woo! Go Wick, go Wick. Get the ramps, get the ramps. Look at that. You think you're safe in the orbit, and it comes right back at you. They keep bringing me back in. Why are people hating on Costco selling games, dude? Why do people hate on everything? It takes too much energy. I don't like Bone Busters, but like, if they sold Bone Busters at Costco, I'd be complaining about it. Man, this game's fun. I think when this code gets complete, man, this is gonna be something. Ooh. Whoa, I think we just got a high score, you guys. I still need 24 enemies, though. That'd be cool to do this on stream. How many enemies we got? 20 more. We need more enemies to show up. And we're dead. How do we spawn more enemies in this game? I want enemies everywhere so I can just like chew them up like spaghetti noodles. Didn't he do Deadpool, Guardians of the Galaxy, Game of Thrones, Star Wars? Kenneth, how you doing? Somebody go on whatever the pin side thing is. I think we got high score number 4. Which means I've now posted all 5 high scores. Number 3. Number 3, alright. We got that on stream. Forever it'll be out there. That I can play John Wick decently okay. Alright. Stern's worst coder. Oh, snap.
A true tragedy.
Misha, how you doing? Don used Pindingo for scores. What's a Pindingo? Do I have to like self-report scores? Wick, 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 wick. Game's growing on me. I have to say, when it was revealed, I wasn't impressed. Maybe I was just salty because I really wanted the lights and I knew it was going to be years before I could get them. I have to jump on Pin's side. I will say, if you can find a John Wick LE for 10.5, I'd buy that. And they've been showing up. One was 11. It's an app that lets you put scores and compare it to others. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, maybe I haven't found that because I'm not like into the competitive aspect so much. But like, it would be fun to track them. I do like that Insider Connected does that. Herschel, how you doing? The first X-Men, the first Avengers, Jurassic Park Home, Heavy Metal, parts of Kiss, Guardians. So, what aspects the game's coder have as far as like how does that translate to the game experience? Because like the code is just what's in there running the game. When you say coder, do you mean like the guy coming up with the rules of the game? Like what Raid A did to Rush and Avengers Infinity Quest? Like, of course it's content, dude. Herschel, to catch you up, homie. X-Men just got teased from Stern. The full reveal is on Wednesday. It's X-Men, it's not Pokemon, dude. It's not Pokemon yet. But we're getting an X-Men pin. And there's a Sentinel that pops up out of the playfield. I don't know what he does yet. His mouth may open. Who knows? Jaws LE over X-Men Premium? Oh, no. I don't think so. I think Jaws LE for sure. That game's as good as Godzilla is. If any game was going to be as better than Godzilla, it would be Jaws. When I had heard people early on talking about how John Wick's going to be better than Godzilla, I don't know. That's crazy talk. Crazy talk. Oh, WICK LE or X-Men Premium? For about the same price? We'll have to. Well, I can't say that yet. We got to see what the layout's like. Printed slit. WICK LE is definitely prettier. Every LE is pretty. The Venom LE was awesome looking, especially with like the mirror blades with the graphics in them, and like it had that frosty side art. Foo Fighters LE, not a very pretty game. Essentially, it's the same art as everything else, and it didn't have like nice foil accents on the side of the cabinet. So it was really just 13 grand for Invisiglass and to have already come with a shaker and everything. I guess you got the lights too. You got the lights. So that was a benefit on getting the LE there. Bro, let me get that Melty Twix. You gotta... Oh my god. Herschel, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, Jeremy will have to come and get his Melty Twix. I'm gonna have to walk around Expo with a Melty Twix in my pocket, and then people could just go and grab it. Hey, that guy's pickpocketing that dude. No, he's just going for the Melty Twix. Mirrored backglass on Foo is so much better. Yeah, but like the design is still the same. And you're essentially, you just have a premium that's got a couple of, I just wish it had more to it. I wish it had like some really cool foil art, really cool art blades, but it's essentially, it looks just like a premium, it just has the lights in it. So, of course the mirrored backglass would always be better than a regular one, but I don't think like as a package, it compares to like Jaws LE or John Wick LE, man. This is one of the best looking games like they've released. Yeah. It's green. It's very green. So, okay, I took my Foo Fighters Premium, I put Led Zeppelin lights in it, I powder coated the whole thing green, and I had an LE. It looked just like it. Mirror backglass would have been the only other thing to do, which is getting easier to do now. So, as far as LEs go, like the last four, I think Foo is probably the one that wasn't as nice. It's nice, but it wasn't as nice as the other ones. Venom LE looks better. Foo's a better game. Venom LE looked better. Jaws LE looks phenomenal. What was the other game that released? Oh, John Wick. Yeah, John Wick's the best looking one of the bunch, man. John Wick LE, does it look better than Jaws LE? Yes, not by much, but yeah, I would say so. The armor's better on Jaws. This back glass is better though. The cabinet art is better. This one has expression lights. If you want my opinion. So we'll see what X-Men brings. So is X-Men going to have expression lights and backbox lights, a mirrored back glass and Visiglass on the LE? I don't know. We'll see. I already forgot about WICK. It's a sleeper for sure. People forgot about Bond too early on, and then they came back to it. So WICK will appreciate. Gameplay-wise, is this better than Foo Fighters? Remains to be seen. Is it better than Venom? Maybe. Venom was pretty fun. This game has the potential to get like super cool. All right, let's wrap up the live stream. American Pinball just sent me some new backbox lighting. They have an LED backbox lighting kit. I think what they did is they took their Aura lighting that they're adding for the playfields and they made a version for backboxes. So if you have an older game and you want to update the brightness of it with LEDs, here's some bars. I'm going to go put it in my homebrew because it's perfect for that application. No word on price, availability, or when they're coming out, but I'll do a little video on them. Otherwise, more to come, man. I'm working on some cool projects. I already have some ideas about how to make X-Men even better. I've got a topper idea, which if I can bring it to fruition, it'll be a pretty sweet X-Men topper that you guys might want. My favorite AP is still probably Legends of Valhalla, based on how it shoots, the theme. I like the magnet in there. Galactic Tank Force is too crowded up front for me. I think if Galactic Tank Force was a little bit more like Attack from Mars, where that tank was farther back up at the playfield so you could really just send shots up there at it, as well as hitting all the other things, I think that would be helpful. There's not really a way to shoot up to get into the pops on Galactic Tank Force. Galactic Tank Force only has one ramp to really access all that upper play area. So it's just little things that I would have liked to have seen different. Oktoberfest is probably the most disappointing game for me. It is loaded with a lot of fun stuff. I love that roller coaster ramp, but the gameplay suffers because it takes so long to get that ramp to drop that you hardly ever get to access that huge wire form that's in there. You know, all the times I've played Oktoberfest, I've only gotten up there a couple of times because you have to keep bashing things to drop that ramp, the diverter. I wish it was just a static ramp and I could just go over to the roller coaster whenever I want. Oktoberfest would be much better if that was the case. I like what's in the game. It's just gameplay-wise, there's some things I would change. Layout-wise, not a lot I would change on Oktoberfest if I had to go with that theme. Hot Wheels is fine, but it's just kind of shallow. It's another game that's like right above a multimorphic, you know. I think I'd probably go to Weird Al first if I walked in the room and it was a Hot Wheels and a Weird Al for me. What else did AP do? Houdini? I mean, every now and then I come across a Houdini and I play it and I have a good time with it. Shots are tight. And that's, I just don't, yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It's a good game. It's a good game. Some people really love Houdini. There's Houdini people out there. They're like, that's the other thing too. If Houdini's working, it does some really cool stuff. So I don't hate Houdini. People really like it. It's just okay for me. I like Houdini better than Hot Wheels. Although Hot Wheels is more fun to just shoot and send balls around. Barbecue is fun. I like the lights and the pop bumpers. I like the bash locks. I like a lot. The spinners need to be on orbits and not on ramps. That's just weird. Or, okay, if you're going to put a spinner on a ramp, do the ones that Pulp Fiction has. You guys that have played Pulp Fiction, go look at the spinners. They're actually on bearings, right? They spin amazingly. They're like rock solid. They have tiny little bearings in there. It's not just, you know, a little paper clip that, you know, is bent and just sitting there. So if these are like, you know, balanced properly and have bearings and spin just like super sweet, I love that. Pulp Fiction's got amazing spinners. So if you're gonna put spinners on the ramps, I would do it like Pulp Fiction. Otherwise, where the spinners are too on the ramp, they're kind of farther up. So even if you rip that ramp, you're still not gonna rip the spinners too much. Yeah, I mean, Pulp Fiction is better than any American pinball game that they've released. What kind of hotel is this? All right. I think I'll wrap up the YouTube live stream because I think I'm done playing John Wick. Thanks everybody for watching this crap. I did have some good gameplay experiences. It was Ball 1 on this game was great. Do you think they'll improve barbecue code and assets? You know what? I'll keep this going because people might just watch this for the podcast part of it. That'll be good for them. Do you think they'll improve barbecue code and assets? I hear the gameplay is reasonable, but the code and stuff don't make much sense. Absolutely. Biggest complaint about barbecue. What the hell's going on with the code? Who are these characters? I'm not introduced to them. I don't know if I'm picking them. I don't know if I'm playing as them. I don't know if I'm playing against them. I don't know if I'm trying to collect them all and get them all to the high school auditorium for my final project, just like the end of Bill and Ted. Am I going around different regions of the country, bringing together barbecue people, and then taking them to the barbecue challenge at the end? How about that? A story to the game. What's the story in barbecue? What's the story in barbecue? AP did this with Galactic Tank Force. They released a game that had space cows making anti-gravity ice cream and fudge pounding, and they didn't release any kind of story about what the hell was actually going on. Am I playing as the cows? Am I playing as the Anoia? Am I playing as the fudge packer? What is happening? What is happening in this game? It took until Albert Agar had Christopher Franchi, who did the art of Galactic Tank Force, on his podcast to actually explain, like, here's actually what's happening and what you're doing. And that should have been in the sizzle trailer. There should have been a story trailer where early on in that game's release, they're like, okay, here's the story of the game. You're playing as part of the Galactic Tank Force against the evil Empress Anoia as she is trying to grab your sacred cows, who are known throughout the galaxy of making anti-gravity ice cream. And so there's a love triangle with Commander Plox, or whoever the professor is there, Professor Patko, whatever that dude's name is. He's like working for the Galactic Tank Force, but he's secretly in love with Anoia. So it's like there's a dynamic that's there. AP, you're here. Thank you. Oh my God, we're talking about Galactic Tank Force. We're talking about barbecue. We're talking about the lack of story, and we don't really know what's going on. And I think this could be ironed out a lot easier. I understand the story in Galactic Tank Force now, but it took a while to get there. So for barbecue, there's like 5 characters. Some of them are like, I know there's like the Butter Rub Boys or the Burn End Boys, and there's like a lady and like a fireman and a couple other characters. But I don't know, when I'm playing barbecue, am I playing as these characters? Am I playing against these characters? Am I trying to assemble them all together? And what exactly is the barbecue challenge? Am I trying to get everybody together for a wizard mode? Like, we need a story trailer for barbecue. Because I like barbecue. I go play it when I go to locations. I like the lights and the pop bumpers. I like the aura lighting system. I like the red powder coat that's on there. But I still don't know what the story is. I don't know what the story is in barbecue. And so, like, I don't feel like I'm connected. I don't really know what I'm doing. When I play barbecue, I try to load my bash locks and then get to that multi-ball. And then I somehow get into modes. And then I try to play along and follow the lights as best I can. But I don't know, like, what I'm trying to do. So, a story trailer. A story trailer. Let's put that together and get that out. And yeah, I was talking about Galactic Tank Force earlier. I'm going to catch AP up since they just joined. GTF, I feel I would have had a lot more fun with it if the tank was further back, kind of like with Attack from Mars, and I could shoot balls up back there. Now, that may have been an aesthetic choice on the part of the designer, and it came out exactly like he wanted, right? So it's like, great, Don, I understand your idea, but this was my game, this was my design, this is what I wanted to do, and that's why it is the way it is. But for me, I would have had a lot more fun throwing balls up at those tanks. Meanwhile, I hit a ramp, I hit the moo target, right? The little cow on the string. I love all that stuff. But it's like when I play it, I feel like it's very quick to drain off that tank because I want to hit the damn thing. The heat warmer pop bumpers, man, that's like my two favorite parts of that game is when you hear that sizzle in the pop bumpers with those LEDs that light up. John Wick's pop bumper doesn't do that. John Wick doesn't have any LED lights on its pop bumper. When you're in the club mode or the club's activated, we heard the club music that was in John Wick. How about if we had club lights back there? How cool would that be? If it was just like a boom, 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 like there's a party going on back there, and like the pop bumpers, like it's got like the barbecue lights in it. So American Pinball, am I able to purchase one of the lighting rings from Barrio's Barbecue Challenge to put in my John Wick, and I'll 3D print a new top for it so I can have like some club lights back there? I think that'd be kind of a cool mod. There's only one pop bumper in John Wick, and it should do something. I understand if you got a pop bumper nest and you don't want to put all these LED lights in and coat them up, but if there's only one pop bumper in the game, maybe put some lights on it. Godzilla had one pop bumper in the game, and it had lolly effects the Stumbler made to make it light up. Let's do that. Let's do that. What are my thoughts on Stern Speaker light kits? I love the damn things. It's part of the reason that I upgraded to the John Wick LE, just because of that light. And when it synchronizes with the gunshots on the screen, pop, 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 and you feel the rumble from the shaker motor, I love it. It's like it all comes together. It all comes together. It all serves like a goal. Awesome on Bond if you have the topper. Oh, also on Bond. Oh, okay. That's cool. I think I'm going to grab a set for Godzilla. Yep. Man, Jaws. That does the sonar thing, right? I've only played Jaws a few times. But I'm thinking I probably should have picked up a kit because my X-Men that I'm getting, I'm going to want the lights in it. DJ Ruse wants to have a pod with Gonzo. Me too. I love it. I love Gonz. I want to fly over there and go check out his game room. It looks super sweet. I love that we're on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Only does red, blue, or green on Jaws. All right. Shoot it now. It should have like a flash of red right when you boom hit that fin. Maybe that's coming in the code. Bond does tons of colors. I guess do the speaker lights on Bond like follow along with what the topper's doing too? Because that lighting effect is pretty cool. This is what I didn't realize. For those of you that haven't, which is a lot of people, the Bond topper looks like an LED ring and like the Bond logo or whatever. That thing is heavy. It feels like it's like 9 pounds. Like I picked one up when it was at Stern in their new little play streaming area. They have a cool set of shelves like cubbies where they have a bunch of their toppers just sitting there. So I went over and I picked up the Bond topper because I never really held one, and like it's much heavier than I thought it would be. I thought it was just gonna be like kind of empty plastic with LED strip in it and weigh like 6 ounces, but like the thing's got some heft to it. I don't know what's in there. Maybe somebody had their lunch in there, but like it felt like I was lifting up like two 2-liter bottles. Jason Grindle, how you doing? Thank you for the pin cart. Not that you gave it to me, I bought it, but thanks. I use that thing all the time. Is AP still here? Hopefully they heard that constructiveness for them. I'm ready to try out their lights. I think their lights are cool. I'm gonna do a video, so I haven't installed them yet. I'm gonna stand over here so you can see how cool my Munsters topper is going off over there. I'm nursing that Diet Coke, man. Yo, you going to Chicago? Hitting up any of the tours? I'll be there Thursday. So I know I've been to AP. I haven't been to Jersey Jack's place. I haven't been to Chicago. I want to come down to JJP and play some Avatar. Really excited to see what that game's got. All right, Al's got invited to Stern. So I was going to email my contact there at Stern and see, because I'm going to be in Chicago on the 4th and 5th actually. So I thought, wouldn't that be cool if I could swing by like 20 minutes, play some X-Men maybe? I'm going to email them. I'll see if it happens. No pressure on them, but I'm kind of going to be there anyway, so it'd be kind of sweet. I'm sure they're going to be busy as crap though, because that's launch day. They're doing the media streams and things. But Albert, I'm glad you're going, man. That sounds awesome. You know what I just did? I reached down to check my phone to see if I had an email, but I'm live streaming on my phone. So that's stupid. Bond topper was a prison term. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's cray cray. Don's Pinball Podcast in full effect. We're celebrating the release of a new Cornerstone game. And Wormhole wants you on their pod too. I was on Wormhole, DJ Rouge. Yeah, it was like 6 months ago I was on with Jamie. There's a JJP Pirates for sale near me, $23,000. Imagine this. JJP has to know how much demand there is for their Pirates of the Caribbean because of everything that's in there and because it's also a rare game, but also because of the gameplay. And so hopefully they went into Avatar like, we have to do something to match the level of inclusionness of awesome stuff as Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, I want them to, every game they make, I want them to strive to make it better than Pirates of the Caribbean was. Yeah, Rouge, look back, dude. It's there. Well, Jamie got me on there pretty early. I'll do it again because I got more to talk about now. But that was fun. Yeah. So for those of you that did watch on YouTube, throw a comment down to me so you can see I can do this again. Like when I do the Saturday streams, we can live stream on the Facebook like we typically do. But I can also fire up a game and we can get some gameplay footage too. I like sit and chat. And this way, if you've got this on in the background and you're listening to the audio from it, you can also, watch some pins being slapped around poorly. The JJP tour sold out. Did you have to buy tickets for it? I haven't bought any tickets. Private jet and red carpet, can't wait. So, yeah, I haven't bought any tickets for tours. I do want to, I'll have to make sure I get the Stern one because I want to go back there. Yeah, I'll have to talk to JJP. See if, well, I know they're not ready to show off Avatar yet, though. So, yeah, I've kind of been sleeping on it. I haven't booked anything. I have my hotel room for Expo, and so that's as far as I got. All right, all my scores are up on John Wick now. That's cool. Oh, hey, high score number 4, 81 million. High score 3, 81,200,000. So like those two games are like really close to each other. John Wick, hell of a game. Having a good time on it. I'm planning on keeping this game for a while. Let the code mature. Get the topper out. X-Men Premium is coming and already has a buyer. So in February, when Spooky's ready to release their next thing, that's probably what I'm going to do. So I think we're going to get X-Men, and then we're going to get Spooky's next as like the next two games coming into the district here. Tales from the Crypt is going out, and maybe Big Lebowski. If you want a Big Lebowski with a topper and a doobie mod, hit me up. Albert, you need to get to a John Wick first, man. I mean, come on. I don't have any of these penetrated into the frosty northern regions.
Welcome to the Continental.
But, I don't claim to be a pro pinball player either. I've never been a provincial champion or anything. But we're having a good time. All right. That was fun. More information as I get it. Yeah, wait, man. It's cool. All right. Thank you, YouTube. This is the awkward part where I click stop streaming and it's like, are you sure you really want